Hey guys, welcome back to our little family surf vlog. So today I'm actually packing up our gear because we are leaving to Fiji for a family surf trip for a few days, followed by I'm going to stay on and run the Soul Sea Girls surf trip for another 5 nights. We are heading to Plantation Island, which is super fun. The kids absolutely love it. I love it. Where we stay is beautiful. It's right on the beach, and I would absolutely highly recommend it to anyone heading up to Fiji. For us in New Zealand, it's only a 2.5 hour flight from Auckland, so it's super close. But if you're coming from the States, Fiji Airways actually does direct flights, so you can fly direct in from LA or Hawaii, so it's super simple, and they're actually really good with the boards as well. So we are flying from Auckland with New Zealand. Regional flights won't take our longboards, so we actually have to drive up to Auckland to board the plane there and take our longboards. I'm taking 2 boards, a 9.0 and a 9.2, and traveling with the longboards always takes a little bit of extra planning, board bags, padding, wax removal, but I'm hoping the airline is very kind to me and kind to my boards and they arrive there safe. We fly with Air New Zealand, and so far our experience has been really good. So first up, I remove all my wax and add a really thick layer of base coat. It saves me so much time once we arrive. And then I prefer to use 2 single board bags and a multi-bag for the short boards. Twin longboard bags get really heavy, and last time when I took one, I found it just too hard dragging it through the airport by myself, whereas 2 single board bags, strangely, it was easier for me to maneuver. And then I use pool noodles cut up to protect the rails, and then some extra towels for padding. Obviously we take all the fins out and pack them separately. The fins I like to travel with are these 2 fins. For this trip I'm bringing the pivot fin and my all-rounder fin. I'll probably surf with my pivot the most. It's from Mackay, and I've actually picked it up in Indonesia, and I just love how stable it is to ride while still turning really smoothly, and I find it's a really enjoyable ride. And then I'll use this as my backup if I want to switch it up during my surfing. The next essential we always pack is sunblock. We use a reef safe sunblock. This is Nice Day, which is a New Zealand brand, and then surf screen zinc. So this is really important. I apply a lot of that when I surf all over my face, and I reapply it all day in the tropics, and that just saves my the skin on my face getting really burnt. I also pack a large hydro flask for each of us, and I pop it in the dry bags, and we take this on the boat loaded with water to drink throughout the day in the surf. But yeah, definitely an essential to have heaps of water on hand. For the boys, so I actually like to pack these surf helmets. I got these ones from Oakley. They're really lightweight, they're really cool. The boys reckon they're super comfy to wear. They adjust extra protection with the reef brakes. They're pretty incredible actually, because the reef brakes can be unforgiving and sometimes shallow. So I like for them to have added protection while we're out there surfing. And then I always keep a first aid kit and my dry bag on hand, so that's just got really basic essentials for cuts and grazes, fin cuts, anything like that, eye protection. But yeah, I like to have that on hand on the boat when we surf. And then one of the biggest challenges was simply getting the longboards onto the plane. So they're too long for the regional flights in New Zealand, which means for us we have to drive to Auckland, which is a 3-hour drive. So we generally leave really early and get the longboards up there and check in really early to make sure that we can get them on the plane. But yeah, so now once we're all packed up, I'm just going to do that today, pack up all our gear, get the boards all bagged up, and then the Fiji waves are waiting. The swell is looking amazing for next week. I cannot wait to surf warm water, tropical surf with some beautiful long rides and hopefully a lot of really cool family memories. We have arrived at the airport. What did I put your hair on? nearly wet, hey, Rafa.